Cap fact. This is physically impossible. And I mean more so than usual. With superhero stories, you often get the hero doing something that's physically impossible, even accounting for superpowers. Like, there's just no way that Steve Rogers should be able to bicep curl a helicopter. It's ridiculous. Most of the time, I just let it slide. It's just for fun. But I read something the other day that just completely did me in. I was at my local library and I found Captain America: The Tomorrow Army. Yes, it's a children's book, but it's Captain America. What do you think? I'm just going to pass it by? On the second page of the book, it starts describing Steve's morning routine. It says he woke up at 4:55 and exercised until 5:15. The exercise he does: 3,250 push-ups and 4,500 sit-ups. You're telling me that in 20 minutes he did thousands of sit-ups and push-ups? Which, of course, it's completely ridiculous to do that much. But I wanted to do the math on just how ridiculous it is. Steve Rogers is canonically 6 foot 4 inches tall. I am 6 feet tall. So all of my measurements are going to be smaller than Steve's, but even just using mine, we can see how ridiculous this is. When doing a push-up, my range of motion from full extension to 90-degree angle with my elbows, which is probably too shallow of a push-up for Steve Rogers, is 12 and a half inches. The type of push-up Steve was doing was kind of classic flat hand kind of thing. So he wasn't pulling on anything, which means those 12 and a half inches are reliant on gravity to bring him down. According to a free fall calculator I looked up, that length of distance takes 0.30957 seconds to drop, which is not a lot, but when you multiply that by 3,250, that's a little over 1,006 seconds of free fall time. 20 minutes of exercise is merely 1,200 seconds of time. That means 83% of the time Steve is exercising, he is literally just falling for the push-up. Let's pretend that he can instantly push himself back up, so there's no time spent pushing up, which of course physically impossible, but whatever. So if we gave him the 194 seconds left over to just do sit-ups, that's still not enough. When doing a sit-up, the distance between where my head starts and where it ends is 37 inches. The total distance travel will be longer because, it's a curve rather than a straight line, but this is what we're going with. So that means doing 4,500 push-ups, Cap's head is literally traveling 5.25 miles. That means his head is moving at 97.5 miles per hour. He's said before in comics that he can run a mile in just over a minute, but apparently at sit-ups he can go much faster. Like, I know it's a children's book, but can we be a little bit more realistic? The rest of the book is fine. That really took me out of it.